Well, joining me now is Kristen Welker from NBC's Meet the Press. Kristen, we continue tracking those devastating wildfires in California. Really, the images out of there and just the loss that people have experienced is incredible. You have an exclusive interview with California Governor Gavin Newsom, Senator Alex Padilla as well. What is the latest effort to contain those fires?
We do have an exclusive interview with California's Governor Gavin Newsom for Meet the Press, conducted by our Jacob Soboroff, who's on the ground in the fire zone. The governor makes it very clear this battle is still very much ongoing. He is deeply concerned about these winds that could potentially pick up over the next 24, 48 hours, so they're watching that closely. He's doubled the number of National Guard troops that are on the ground there. The death toll continuing to rise, Angelina. It's at 16 today, just devastating. They're bracing for the possibility there could be even more. The governor also telling our Jacob Soboroff that he's ordered an investigation to get to the root of why there has been a water shortage in some locations. Firefighters frustrated with the fact that they're getting to different neighborhoods and they don't have enough water to actually try to stomp out the fires as they are raging out of control. He answers tough questions about some of the criticism he's getting from President-elect Donald Trump, who's called him incompetent, who's trying to blame him for this entire crisis. He accuses the president-elect of trying to inject politics into this moment of crisis, and he says he's invited the president-elect out to join him in California to see the devastation firsthand. And I think the biggest outstanding question, Angelina, as we continue to follow this story, look, President Biden has pledged 100% support of the federal government over the next 6 months. Will this incoming president, will this incoming administration to continue to live up to that pledge? That is an outstanding question. We'll have to track it over the coming months and, frankly, years. But again, this is a battle that is ongoing. The governor made it very clear he feels like they're still very much in the thick of it, Angelina.
A very complex and layered situation out in California, for sure. You mentioned the president-elect. He'll be back in the White House in just over a week. How is Washington preparing for his transition, and what do we know about the president-elect's plans for his second term?
Well, we know that at the top of his agenda, his plans for mass deportation. The question is it realistic? It's going to cost tens of billions of dollars per year. Is Congress going to sign off on that? He wants to see action quickly. And the big debate right now, should Congress take this just as one bill and try to focus on mass deportation, or should they try to lump taxes into this as well, pass a big bill with the entire Trump agenda? There's a lot of debate over that. We're going to talk to Oklahoma's Republican Senator James Lankford about that. What does he think is the best path forward, and where is he on President-elect Trump's nominees? That's going to be in focus as well in his first days in office, Angelina.
Well, with that transfer of power, President Biden is delivering an address on his foreign policy accomplishments tomorrow, his farewell address on Wednesday. How do you expect the president to address his legacy?
I think it's going to be a sweeping speech that is going to look, yes, at his time in the White House, but also his time serving as Barack Obama's vice president, as well as his decades of service in the U.S. Senate. I am told, think about this speech in the spirit of past farewell addresses that we've seen from the likes of former President Bill Clinton, former President George W. Bush. Both of them, by the way, delivered their farewell addresses at the White House. And remember, former President Barack Obama actually delivered his farewell address in Chicago. So we'll wait to see what the optics of this address are, but I think you can expect it to be a really sweeping look back at Biden's entire political career.
Kristen, we want to thank you so much for joining us on a Sunday. As always, Meet the Press airs at 10, right after 11 Alive Weekend Morning News.